Hello and welcome to Bits and Atoms, the Grisham Robotics Founder Series. I'm your host, Elias Can, and today I've got Viola Tavrovsky, founder and CEO of Parrot Art, joining me. To get started, Viola, would you mind sharing a quick intro about you and Parrot Art?
Hi, Alice. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me. Yes, for sure. With pleasure.
Awesome. Yeah, tell me a little bit more about you and tell me a little bit more about Parrot Art.
Yes, for sure. Honestly, I never thought about my own business or something like this, and I even didn't know the word startup. Can you imagine it? Because I'm from the corporate industry, like petrochemical, energy, private banking, but I have a few degree in art, and it was like a hobby or something like this. And yeah, during the pandemic period, when I got my art degree, another one, master degree in art, I realized there are so many talented people, but what about their career? Because it's very obvious when you, for example, a doctor or a teacher, you can see the path like, yeah, I can be a volunteer here, some internship or something like this. But yeah, if we speak about the creatives, it's really complicated. It's very fragmented, unclear, unstructured, sometimes snobbish. Yes, and yeah, this is how it started. It started during the pandemic period when we organized our first Europe exhibition in London. And it was very complicated because I couldn't find any help here because, there were not any kind of services online. For example, like Upwork, I can, explore and hire, I don't know, handyman or stranger or curator for my exhibition. It was just like a nightmare and, like a nepotism. I had to call a lot of people like, Sarah, do you know this guy? Maybe you can help me. Jessica, can you help me with that and this? And yeah. And then we realized like, okay, maybe we can create something like an art Facebook and connect different people together. It was like an initial idea, I think.
Amazing. And yeah, I can imagine, and I've seen the art world can be a little bit closed off or guarded or like you said, maybe a little snobby at times. Is that kind of initial friction kind of what prevents people from really being able to immerse themselves in the world of art?
Yeah, it was exactly about art, and we started from as I just mentioned, from exhibitions, and I provide personally consultations to artists, and try to connect them with curators, galleries, rental spaces, and so on. It was just like just a hobby or something like this. And honestly, I have to say a big thank you to Werdi Israelan, because many years ago we met and we talked about it. And he asked what I think about the future of this idea, how I tried to develop it. And I have nothing in mind. And he recommended me just to check Y Combinator, and he shared the link from Y Combinator. It was like 5 years ago or something. Yeah, and I still remember how curious I was, and I dig into all the details and information. I started searching for information. I was super impressed by Paul Graham essays and Crunchbase, still my favorite platform, because I like to analyze all this information. And yeah, I thought like, okay, I can implement my mindset to organize everything and make it structured for the art market. Yeah, and we've built Parrot Art. It was like an art Facebook, but then a bit later we pivoted it a bit into Behind.Art. It's more like Upwork, but for creators. where like everyone can create their profile and the services, and for example, for curators, I don't know, designers, photographers, and so on. And we don't charge from the freelancers because we want to support the creative market. They're really, sometimes sensitive. Some of them just don't have some budget or just any possibilities for development. Yeah, it was like a mission to support the art market. Then different kind of people start joining us from different like related sub-industries in the big cultural industry. We became scale up a bit, and it was good. And I realized, okay, what we can do as a next step. I think something like this.
Yeah. And shout out Verdi. It sounds like he had some good help early on and advice. That's great to hear. And I know, so you have Behind.Art, and then I know there's another product under the Parrot umbrella that's called WeDirectory. And so did WeDirectory come after Behind.Art, or what was kind of the order of which product you started first?
The first one was Behind.Art, and WeDirectory is pretty new. We've just launched last year. And I also like their example regarding the Behind.Art. Sorry for coming back to it, but when we go to the theater, for example, for a ballet, we see the wonderful show and that's it. But have you ever thought about like how many people behind the scene? Why Behind.Art? Because behind the scene, there's so many people involved, like who care about the light, makeup, costumes, decoration, and all other things. That's why, like Behind.Art, we can help behind art, all these processes and services. And last year, approximately in July or something, it was Netflix. We were inspired by Netflix, and just in a nutshell, it's a women-led startup. There are 3 of us, and we were inspired by Netflix because, if you want to choose some movie, you can make it quick because of the Netflix. Why? Do you like Netflix?
I would say the algorithm and then the library. They're very good at both.
Yeah, because just can imagine if you don't have a Netflix, you have to go to Google and ask Google, and you'll get a lot of blue links, and it will take much time try to explore something and choose. But Netflix is like a library, and with a short overview, you can get all the information you need, like a trailer, date, title, description, and it's amazing. And we realized, okay, art market also has some problems how to present themselves professionally. Not like everyone can write about themselves very good, very well. And, there are so many platforms nowadays, for example, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, you have to care about to update all this information. I use, ChatGPT to rewrite it better, create content. It's complicated, like everyone tired about it. And I thought, okay, what we can do? And we realized we can unite all the cultural industry all together in one place and make it like a library. But we do not ask our members to fill out any forms. We integrated AI system. And when someone from the cultural industry, art, fashion, design, music, literature, architecture, whatever, and beyond, join the platform, they insert their website link, and in a second they get this short overview. We call it W card. And also every W card has its own dedicated page, similar to Wikipedia page, because it includes the cover image or video, title, description, meta mentions, social media links, attached. They also can get verification mark. I don't know what else. We also provide opportunity to share like likes, but we call it woes. Whoa. And yeah, it's cool because we help people not to waste time on it. It looks professional. People just review it. And I'm really happy because we rapidly grew. I remember when we tested it, first of all, we launched the landing page in July, and in a week we got thousands of applicants. And I thought, oh my God, is it really like something like a product market fit or what? And okay, it's free. We got so many wonderful projects we never thought about before. And we started thinking about like, okay, what we can do else, what we can add, what value we can add into it, this data infrastructure. And I remember during all these years, approximately 5, 6, or I don't know, maybe 7, I don't know. Most people from the creative cultural industry ask the same question: how to increase my sales? I need to earn for living and so on. And for example, if we speak about the marketplace, it's super complicated and like no one really care about it. And I started thinking about it like, okay, for example, if we can find the buyer for you and it's like sometimes really personal, or we can't provide something really impressive for the singer, I don't know, to make him famous or something like this, yeah. But what we can do, and AI happened, algorithms, Google use AI. I know cultural industry hate AI, but I'm pretty sure AI never replace culture because it's all about the soul, about the creation, music, literature. It will never be replaced by AI. But AI can help all these people, companies, brands, and businesses to grow and organize the processes. But the problem is most of them even don't know what to change, what they have to do to be searchable and discoverable. They even doesn't know like the problem. Most of them think, okay, I have a website, great. Or I have a wonderful designed website. Wow, I'm a king. Something like this. But nobody knows about how search algorithms today's working, yeah? Nobody knows about this. And if like 5 years ago, it was 6 years ago, it was like ACO, but today's like GO, AI, EO, or something like this. Yeah, algorithms work another way and nobody knows how it works. And this is a problem because the many projects just invisible for internet nowadays. And we think it's unfair. And we realized like our mission right now just to analyze all these websites, provide some reports to showcase them the problem, like, guys, you have a problem and we can solve it. And most of all, we don't want to ask them like, go to Upwork and hire someone or hire, I don't know, technical team or marketing team. We provide like one-click solution because we can, again, do it through the AI and algorithms and our prompts. And if some of the businesses faced with such problems, we can solve them. And I think it's cool.
Amazing. Yeah, it sounds very cool. And I'm sure a lot of these folks are, you know, solo artists. They're trying to sell something that they've made. And, you know, that term starving artists exists for a reason. It's not like a lot of them can make it and make it big. Like they have to kind of grind to get notice and sales. And probably a lot of them do just create a website. And maybe some are, you've seen like some are like moderately savvy on social media. I'm sure having like an active TikTok or Instagram account to make content there is something that they've done as well, right?
It's complicated to survive nowadays on Instagram because it's huge, the same as Google, and we have a wage. We cover only one industry, cultural industry. For us, it's easier to do this. First of all, we provide visibility on our platform itself. And then we provide visibility across search engines and AI chats because of reset-up technical optimization of websites if they need it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And now going forward, is the idea to further develop out the tool side, the marketplace? I guess, what's your vision going forward for continuing to support creatives?
More visibility, I guess, because it's unfair. Sorry, maybe I talked about it again. It's more about to make it fair for everyone, because every day we're faced with such an amazing brands, but nobody knows them at all. They have like a few followers on Instagram. They have like a zero traffic, but it looks amazing. Some fashion brands from Italy. It's wow. And every day we explore new and new applicants, and we're trying to help them. Yeah, and we also we were very young, but can you imagine, like officially we launched at the end of November last year, and in a month at the end of December one and the beginning of January, I got an email from Giorgio Armani, and I was thinking about it like, oh, maybe it's scam. Then I checked these email addresses and names through LinkedIn, and oh, real, it's real people. Yeah, we signed the NDA, we got a Zoom call, and yeah, it was such a pleasure. Like, oh my God. Also, we collaborate with a big fashion brand, Longchamp, and with music brands and design studios. Yeah, and I think it's maybe because like we have a strong, very compounding glue, because everyone happy to belong to WeDirectory, and people happy to share into the socials, like I'm the project of the day today on WeDirectory, and so on. We have now 122,000 followers organically, and Mark Jacobs followed us, and we're in touch. Yeah, and all it's very, very, very cool. And we think it's like, speaking of Behind.Art and WeDirectory, they're crossing each other, because we redirect people from one platform to another one, and it's really good for like, I don't know, database exchange between them. Yeah, like a flow, because some of them looking for freelancers, some of them looking for like I don't know, remote positions for curation or whatever. And yeah, they're just like the two parts of one product. I don't know, but yeah, it's really cool. They work together absolutely organically. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very complementary to one another, and I think anytime founders are gonna have multiple products that they're working on, complementary is obviously much better than two disparate things that are mutually exclusive and not kind of synergistic, if that makes sense.
But I think WeDirectory now leads, Behind.Art, because marketplace, it's always complicated, because it's always a problem, chicken or egg. Yeah, everyone knows it. Yeah, it's complicated. But when WeDirectory launched, we got a big traffic, and our users rapidly growing on Behind.Art as well because of WeDirectory. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And maybe one day here in the near future, on the buyer side, you'll have a personal agent that can go out and look and purchase artwork for you, and on the creative side, an agent that can go and find those prospective buyer agents for you.
Yeah, we're going to develop it. Honestly, maybe it sounds crazy, but I'm thinking about maybe in the future to collaborate with Anthropic or OpenAI or something similar. And I'm happy to explain why, because I'm sure you know, AI platforms try to use and analyze and showcase the trusted, verified information. That's why most of them most of all align on, for example, Wikipedia. And we can be like the next Wikipedia, because our information, every profile, every page is very well structured and verified by the people. And this type of data infrastructure, we can collaborate with some of the AI platform, first of all, to help our audience to become more discoverable across AI chats. And it would be, I think, like some kind of value for AI platforms. But we have to grow a bit, maybe 1-2 years, I don't know. When we have like hundreds of thousands or 1 million, it would make sense, I think so.
Yeah. Once you're at a scale,
Yep.
scale to make it work. And if anybody from OpenAI or Anthropic is listening, reach out to Viola to set that up and start the groundwork. Amazing. Well, we're at time. I want to thank you, Viola, for joining me today on Bits and Atoms. It was great to have you. Lovely conversation. I'll let you get back to building, and have a great rest of your week.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.